accessibility settings. This is the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. And this was the scene a few short hours ago. Kansas City and Baltimore emerging from their tunnels are two top seeds in the AFC. And this was billed as the battle of the quarterbacks. For the Ravens, Lamar Jackson. The next-gen stats tell the story. The 2019 NFL Most Valuable Player, he has been terrific. On the other side, Patrick Mahomes. He's been even better. The 2018 MVP.
Sweet.
Also the MVP of Super Bowl 54. His Chiefs have a 13-point advantage, 27-14 as we play the fourth quarter. Can Jackson bring the Ravens back and get them to Super Bowl 55? So here's Lamar Jackson and the Ravens needing a couple of scores as they start with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it.
That'll play Jackson.
Down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The snow continuing to fall. What a scene here in Baltimore. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So we've got a ball game again, folks. 27-20, and this is getting good.
Even nicer.
We absolutely knew that they wouldn't go quietly, right? These Ravens are tough, and what a tremendous drive there, engineered by Lamar Jackson, to get his team right back into this game.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. To throw is Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete.
Didn't get it.
Bell. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Don't touch it.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins pushing through the contact. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane.
Ice the ball.
Whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Well, we remember the road Jackson and the Ravens have taken to this point. Losers to the Chargers in the playoffs 2 years ago. Losers to the Titans last January. But in 2020, they earn the #1 seed again. This time they win the divisional round. Jackson's... And he's going to have to eat this one as down.
Oh, that just lost us the game.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's taking
We just lost.
Inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
No, we didn't. Oh.
You take a bit of a risk every time you throw the ball in these conditions.
You're absolutely right about that, because one slip, that can cost you a chance at the Super Bowl. So the concentration has to be perfect, both when throwing the ball and when trying to look it in. Not to mention, keeping your balance while running your route.
The Baltimore defense playing with purpose now. Here's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
We lost.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, their dreams of playing in the Super Bowl denied by the defending champs here in frigid Baltimore. Jackson and the Ravens set to give it another go here. They trail 27-14 as they start on first down. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The Ravens on the move, but time becoming a factor. Here's first and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now it's Jackson. Well, Lamar Jackson and Hollywood Brown, they looked comfortable last year when Brown was a rookie. They have looked even more comfortable here in year two together.
Well, just think about the work they both put in the offseason. Lamar Jackson working on his throwing, and Hollywood Brown, he got healthy and added weight. Those two are something else.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Ravens still in desperate need of a score. Here's second and goal. Now, these two teams, of course, met. And he will not.
I'm not doing this. That's boring.
I can't give up about what they say. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, get all love. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All going to be a rebel after this. I might go in water, kind of double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my car, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize never give up.
Yep.
I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political slaughter.
Oh.
Put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. It's ties in the culture, hit you with them get ultra. I knew you would.
Yeah, boy.
Crashing down, I was cluttered, doing this so middle gotta stay hunting. Why don't rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't get
Alright, Eric Ebron. Claypool. Juju. Oh shit. got Chase Claypool. What do you want? We'll take that shit.
To a schoolyard. Around here, I'm the goat, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas here, show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with
Damn
this.
right, I'll take him.
I'ma act a fool with this.
He's an 89 overall. Matt Fowler, Ryan Switzer, Jay's here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see this? We pulled two Tyson Awuwus. Straight here. And use Ryan Shazier, I use. Use Ryan. That. That was a good choice. We will do. We'll try Green Bay. See if we can get Unihill. Nope. What the? This game broke? There he is. Devontae Adams. And we'll have better juju.
I got juice like a Fanta. How you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the tag in
I'll take the Bonte.
You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, out of up the standards. Like Michael V in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote.
Do I take? We're gonna be updating our lineups after this. What up, kidding? Let me try. Let's try one. What? Please be what? Please be what? That wasn't a good back. That's our Kansas City. DeAndre Washington. Andrew Wiley. Rashad Fenton. Not very bad. Better back. Brandon Brooks, I'll take him. Yes, Leroy. We'll take that.
I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drill, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
Chris Godwin. Jerry Hughes.
I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel. I got a lot of it.
BA, you've really been good to me. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it.
4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
What did I just get myself into? Madden? Explain yourself.
I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip.
We're gonna be doing some lineup upgrades after this.
Stop it, quiet. If it's snow,
Some big. I've had a lot of luck with that. Bro, Edmonds. Minka.
Nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when
I already have a Minka though. That one can get.
Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Hi, yes, my name is Riley Miller, and whenever the automated phone call being called me yesterday, it didn't tell me the time.
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams.
Yes.
Like an offspring, this for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in the eating blood across it where the blood thinner.
Okay. Alright.
Alright,
bye. Alright, bye. Damn, guys.
Take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Now feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man to steal it. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track
select the team you want to join.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change, start your week by installing your game plan. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I do.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the New York Giants taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Well, Steeler fans around the country certainly happy to see this sight at quarterback once again for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It is old familiar number 7 jersey, Ben Roethlisberger.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
He's been the starting quarterback for so long in Pittsburgh. It's hard to believe that last year only played a game and a half before going down with an elbow injury. But Big Ben is back under center, reassumed command of this team. Remember, in the offseason, he said he wouldn't trim his beard until he could throw a football to his teammates. Got that done, got a nice trim, and here he is, starting again for the Steelers.
And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 54 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. If there were any concerns about the elbow for Big Ben, I think the evidence there shows us that he's just fine.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Connor going to try and run it. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Makes the score.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now they'll run with Lewis. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This is Lewis. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of it?
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of this. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Gives to the first man through. Wide. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Now, that whole run just felt old school, didn't it? That was a throwback. Punishing runner, getting the football, picks up good yardage, and knocks a bunch of people aside.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Force barrel down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that. They got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Well, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Connor on 1st down going to be stopped up as he'll lose about 3.
With his size... you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Roethlisberger. Now he steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Xavier McKinney in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And there's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Left his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Xavier McKinney brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Going for it all. And that is caught at the back. Judge right there to say incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Come on, boys.
Drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Jones. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's going to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance. I'm playing at a big-time level. Just keep throwing me the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball. And then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went out, so I don't think.
Roethlisberger just got injured.
It's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man. Complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down. Here's Rudolph going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage.
That's pretty good.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. Trying to get it with Snell. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to get the football back. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on the first half of action. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. 31-14, the final. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Ryan Finley, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 33-27 was the final. In the game you're watching, it was Mason Rudolph with a strong first half throwing the football. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Goff.
Huh?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We need
not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on off...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but
we're going to lose this game.
Inside the 30.
No, we're not.
37.
What's that?
Now Lewis. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
We're going to lose this game.
In the running game, it's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Absolutely nobody fooled.
We promise, boys, we won't lose this game.
As he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Jones now on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Fuck are you doing, Terrell?
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because that's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Wow. It'll be your only touchdown you get out of the Steeler.
And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Let's go. Giants 7.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion.
Put Roethlisberger back in the game. I just need Mason Rudolph.
It's off. And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
46-yard line.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. He'll field this at the 5. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now this, Charles, the final game of the return to football weekend 2020, but we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland. No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger going top shelf. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete on the deep ball. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 2nd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Flag.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
This defense is certainly had an outstanding second. Really just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. That catch good for only a couple.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat. They defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
From the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 26 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them play running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Going top shot. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 41 yards.
He hurt.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
7 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
That's good for a Giants first down.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football.
I
This is
get
something
it.
you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Of course you give it to them.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now it's Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 85 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The throw down down the field, caught by his running back. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to let it fly. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 51 yards. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos.
Baby in this game.
Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now.
This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses.
Drip is a skill. It's the highest cruise a bill. Ain't nothing to the heel.
that for Juju. Well,
now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Like I ran up on a quarterback, shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. They gon' throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play.
Yeah, no.
With them Falcons, I just made a play in the red zone.
These players are on the last year of their contract.
Like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in a line when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater.
Then you.
Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the
Game the corner.
on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. They gon' throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio, with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Oh, making that only great. James Conner first. What do you guys want then? Want wide receiver? Yeah, Juju. And we'll take
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a want to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look. Sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want
easily see. Here are some recommendations to get you started.
on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit.
You have grades for each position. Browse available players to improve your team.
Is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see it with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah. Don't play with it, baby. So what you gon' do? Stop playing.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You're the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, a cheater, run it down, I'm airing the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always